Professor Abdur Rehman Nasir from National University of Science and Technology in Islamabad is going to present BIM research in Pakistan. Over to you.
Okay, so thank you very much for this opportunity. So I would like to present the current state of BIM research in Pakistan. I myself is from a developing country called Pakistan, and I'm here in the National University of Sciences and Technology, working as an assistant professor of the construction engineering and management, and I specialized in the domain of building information modeling. I have 5 years of industry and 9 years of academia and experience, and since the last 5 years, I have been the biggest BIM advocate in my country for its adoption and later implementation part. And one of the main reasons is my PhD degree, which I obtained from Germany, which actually allowed me to integrate building information modeling with the virtual reality to actually teach those low-skilled workers on construction sites who are unable to speak the languages which are usually spoken on the construction site. So if you are not able to speak to your supervisor, you can use BIM and virtual reality to instruct your low-skilled laborers. So background of my country with regard to building information modeling, well, this industry did not know anything about BIM before the last decade. So before 2010, we did not know about BIM. Even my supervisor in Germany, when asked about that, do you know what actually is BIM? So I know that I replied that to me, it's only an acronym for the word building information modeling. That is what I know at that time. Then the foreign industry professionals, as well as the researchers, came to Pakistan for different visits, and they started introducing the technology and the procedural part, which make the industry very, very efficient. Until the times of 2015, there were no professional courses offered in the domain of building information modeling, be it the certification or even in academia. The universities or the higher secondary schools were not able to offer anything in this particular domain. And even until 2017, there were no courses of BIM in the universities or even in the masters. So people were unaware about it, the students. So what is the current state when we talk about the 2021? Yes, we still lack about much in the adoption part. Yes, there are some organizations which have adopted or in the process of adoption, but in the weighted average part, we can say that we still are in the adoption stage. And yes, it is very late of time, and it is the need of the hour that we should go towards this particular technological adoption. The reasons is the resistance to change of the industry, because they are reliant on the computer-aided drafting part, the CAD part. The government policies need to chip in to put some weight to the organizations or the construction organizations to adopt this on the particular projects. And then the organizations also have certain perception that it will somehow add to their overheads, which according to the statistics and the research have proven other way around that it will actually save the project as well as the profit. On the right side, yes, BIM education is now on the rise. There are various BIM certifications being offered by various construction institutes. And now BIM is actually taught as an academic course in universities, where one of the example is me, who was asked to make a master's course of building information modeling in the year 2017. And when I made it, I have been offering it in each semester, each consecutive semester to the master students of civil engineering. Then, yes, we are more into the BIM research part, because we have to meet the international requirements of research as well. So in one phase, we are targeting to fulfill the needs of the local industry. So what are their demands? And in the other way, we are actually looking for more and more automated and digitalization work to meet the international research standards. So one of the stepping stones of the BIM research in Pakistan, I was very lucky to be part of this very research study. If you Google it, you will find this as one of the very first research articles in the domain of building information modeling in the year 2013, which is currently the highly cited paper in Pakistan, in which we talk about how BIM can be more advantageous for the construction industry of Pakistan. Yes, the implications are very much bright, and people are actually now talking it in the beyond terms. So coming back to the topic about the BIM research in Pakistan, so how I actually summarize this for all your respected audience, I actually gathered all the articles which are indexed by the Web of Science or the ISI index, which are having the particular quartile or are having the impact factors. And I choose those articles for the particular analysis to tell you people that what is actually the BIM research in Pakistan is currently in a state of. So I use this string of BIM and building information modeling. And after refining for the region of Pakistan only, I found out a total of 61 research articles in the span of last 8 years, which is not very bad as compared to the Pakistan construction industry, which provides very, very huge employment opportunities to the people of Pakistan. So if we look into the analysis part of the BIM research in Pakistan, so there are certain categories defined by the Web of Science, and according to it, these are the categories. So we have our articles or research papers in the civil engineering domain. We are producing or publication in the construction technology, in the environmental sciences, which belong to the energy efficiency as well. And then we are dealing with the green sustainable science technology of conserving the energy. And we are dealing with the management part by providing certain management frameworks for making the construction processes more and more efficient. So this is the statistical number of all the publications in the last 7 or 8 years. So you can see that the trend has started to grow in the last 4 or 5 years, and now we are on the rise to actually meet the international and national requirements for the research of BIM in Pakistan. These are the affiliations of whoever is actually what universities, the role the universities are playing in actually producing the research publications. So my university of National University of Sciences and Technology stands on top in this particular domain. And there are other universities from Pakistan as well as from outside who are actually focusing on this particular construction industry of Pakistan, that how they are going about building information modeling. So if we look into this very who's and what is what about the building information modeling research in Pakistan. So if we focus about the keywords, so we can see that we are actually working about the identification of various factors to make the systems more and more efficient. We are working about the health and safety management practices. And if we move forward, we are actually also realizing the benefits or the advantages of using BIM in the construction sector, and by virtue of the performance analysis of certain case studies. Then we are also focusing on the energy conservation by virtue of working on the embodied energy, the life cycle cost assessment, the life cycle energy assessment, and with regard to the residential mass housing. And lastly, we are also dealing with the management frameworks of making various construction process more efficient and in an organized manner. So this is actually the co-occurrence of the author countries with which we, the current Pakistani researcher, are actually working to, and we will be very much open to collaborate with the Eastern European part of whoever is actually present in this particular infraBIM conference. So we are actually, yes, working with some people in Austria and Belgium, and then we are more working with people in Australia, Malaysia, and Germany, from where I came from. And then on the other part, we are actually working with the United States, the Czech Republic, the United Kingdom, France, and People's Republic of China. So we have actually the collaboration aspect is not very much sound there, but it is actually starting to grow further in the coming years. So these are the authors who are actually dealing with at least 5 or 3 number of papers. So these are actually there, in which one of the lucky name is of mine. So we are actually working about the subject of building information modeling in various aspects of construction industry. If we look into the recent works of BIM research in Pakistan, so very first is actually the demand of my construction industry, who always ask me to make a measurement scale for them, that how should they know that on what implementation level of BIM they currently are. So by virtue of master students research, we developed this very good study, which is published there in the Sustainability Journal, and we provide a global decision support systems for all the construction organizations, regardless of wherever your geographical location is. And you can use this scale to measure the implementation level of BIM in your particular organization. We have used BIM for the particular purpose of project schedule risk management, and we imparted the case study approach by actually incorporating the risks and then negating them by virtue of applying the building information modeling, and to show in the conclusion part that how much time can be saved if we use the BIM in the rightly integration with the schedule management. Then we actually also integrated the repository function, because BIM is a centralized knowledge repository, centralized information resource. So we can use it for the management of various claims. And we use this for the extension of time claims, where we integrate BIM and certain integrated software to record all the management information for the recording of the extension of time claims and their particular generation. And lastly, since we work in the public sector with the design build type of project delivery methods, so we also had to identify the various contractual risks which will be there in the building information modeling approach, because we are yet to follow the other methods of integrated project delivery and design build method in the construction process. So lastly, the future of Pakistan in regard to building information modeling, according to me, is also bright, because we now have to work for the various implementation strategies for various construction organizations of how they implement it in a proper way. We need to diverse our studies in the communication and collaboration domain, where people can use the ability of common data environment to remove the various silos which are there in their communication processes. Then we have to make the more construction processes more and more efficient by virtue of realizing the aspects of digitalization, the aspects of automating certain processes. Then we have to develop the repositories or the databases for more and enhanced database management. And then we can use the BIM for various code compliances, be it in the architectural, structural, or the mechanical domain. And then we, being the developing part of the globe, yes, the health and safety is also a crucial factor, and BIM can help us very, very strongly in the domain of health and safety for even the construction workers. And we can move forward with the integration of artificial intelligence, robotics, and Internet of Things, and various other factors which are actually in the buzzword in the industry. Lastly, we in the National University of Sciences and Technology are actually on the verge of developing the handbook for actually building information modeling for the construction organizations of Pakistan, to tell them that what they are required to be done from their side in order to get the BIM particularly and properly implemented in the construction industry of Pakistan. So that's it from my side. I'm very welcome to all your queries in the question answer sessions and from your chat sections. And you can also email me on the given email address, and I'll be more than happy to collaborate with other BIM partners there in the infraBIM event. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Abdur. I'm really impressed about what was done in Pakistan within BIM and BIM research. If you want to know more about BIM in Pakistan, then during a panel session, we'll have an expert from Pakistan, from Islamabad. Muhammad will tell us more about BIM in education in Pakistan. Well, we should know that Pakistan would cover almost the Central East Europe. It's a huge country, huge business and economy. Thank you once again.